are on a logical level, inside my spirit, I cannot support it. I can't pay it. I can't do it. So what I try to figure out how to do is play their system within my rights and their structures through their contracts in a way that is lawful and correct, and not pay them just like the 1% do. I just operate exactly.
The 1% say the exact same thing. They have the exact same justification.
Yeah. In the end, we're saying the exact same thing. The justification, though, is within my heart, or within most of our hearts. It's not to save money, because money doesn't come with us when we die anyway.
When I avoid my taxes, it's righteous. When others do it, it's wrong. I understand.
Cooper, you're using the contracts of the so-called government. Okay, you're using their.
No, I'm where this score and where my umbrage comes from is a general sense that we all benefit from the society we live in. We all like roads and electricity and all the things that have built up over time. And there are people who want to be leeches and don't want to pay into the system but want to reap the benefits. And as someone who pays into the system, I just think it's kind of annoying. I understand why you want to do it. It benefits you personally, but it's annoying.
Because not $1 of federal income tax goes to a road. That's why.
It's not why we are doing that.
Well, here's the problem, right? None of these guys want to sit down and one-on-one debate me about all of this stuff, because I can show how they're all wrong about all of this. Stupid easy. So easy that if you can read on a third grade level, you can pick up the damn code and come to the same conclusion myself that I've reached.
On a lower level, because Cuddles is going to
the base level,
exactly, like kindergartner. So like I try to reach out an olive branch to you and be on the same level, and then I wouldn't say pejorative, but you threw something a dig back there. Immediately.
No, I am throwing shade. You are right. I am throwing shade. Yes.
I know. So now the point is you're saying that there's people like us that are trying to get a free ride, but also enjoy the comforts of roads and such. What I'm saying is I pay my state taxes that go towards the roads. I pay my property tax that goes towards my kids' school and stuff. And I don't pay the federal income tax that doesn't go to anybody except a debt that was created on our behalf without our consent. From the time we were born on to a usury system. No. The Federal Reserve isn't federal. It's not a reserve, and it's not a bank because it's not backed by anything. You can't make deposits, and you can't. I
understand fractional reserve banking and fiat currency. I understand all that. We don't have to go into that. You're not addressing my general.
I address your point. None of the taxes that that would come out of my business. From one of my competitors, not $1 of the taxes that my competitors pay that I don't pay would go towards a road or anything.
I understand the road was a bad example, but if
what does it go to then? That's
military or border security, or if I use SNAP.
Nope. It doesn't go to any of that.
Or if I use any federal funded thing, all these things.
Nothing. Those federal income taxes go to none of it.
We the people are the creditors for the system, and you are every day tricked by the system.
Yes, I understand the straw man.
That's
You don't though, because you're saying that by not paying federal income taxes.
The federal government funds things. Yes, the federal government funds things.
It's not federal though. I just said that. The Federal Reserve is not federal.
That's what I'm saying.
So if you're not paying the Federal Reserve,
okay, buddy,
it has nothing to do with the federal government. Nothing to do with it.
Well, dude, they use the roads and the schools and the parks, and they don't know where any of this money goes. They've never looked into the CAFR. They have no idea what's really going on. And if you read the code for your state, it tells you exactly where most of the money goes. It goes into the fund. It's the fund for the IMF. It's what the inferior court judges work for. They work for the fund, the IMF fund, which is a foreign interest. It's not even local. So we have a lot of usurpation, a lot of treason, and a lot of crime going on. And I can understand why they wouldn't want you to know this in elementary and middle and high school.
Cuddles, no, I'm aware of how fiat currency works and with our government. Yes, I'm aware of all that.
You know, securities and bonds. That's a whole deeper topic. But yeah, most people don't know about securities or what securities are. So I'm going to call BS.
Okay, I don't care. You're not addressing none of that. Address the general point.
It's cool though. We can sit down one day and hash it out
when it's federal income tax money doesn't actually fund anything. It's all just it goes into imaginary straw men and it disappears. And then the money that comes out of the federal government to pay for things, that's imaginary too.
Well,
it comes out of imaginary straw men.
We can go over this when things are more chill another day, bro. It's okay.
So hold on, wait. What you just said, let's talk about that real quick. So we have money going in from federal income tax to an imaginary straw man, and then money coming out of an imaginary straw man to fund things, right? Holy shit, isn't that interesting?
No, you're still backwards, bro. It comes out of the straw man initially. Have you done any have you done any research on how this started from inception?
I don't need to know the history to know how it currently functions, correct?
You do, because you're explaining it wrong. The social security number is the straw man. The social security number creates the fiat that goes to the Federal Reserve in the first place. Do you see how you're backwards? It doesn't go to the straw man. It comes from the straw
Yes,
man.
I understand. I see. I was wrong. I'll be back in 15. I gotta go inspect this car.
My man.
Oh, bro, I got the video for you too. Yeah, I love this one. I think this is
nice.
it.
From me? From Jude?
I'm gonna post it. I'm gonna post it in the live stream text one for anybody who wants to watch it. It's short, but it is an adorable little film. Me, you're a straw man. And what's funny is I have the Supreme Court cases for all of this stuff, how these arguments are invalid in court, and for cause. There's a really good cause. You and the straw man aren't together in court. Y'all are separated. So when you get into a superior court, when you bring up the straw man argument, they go, that's irrelevant. It absolutely is, because that's not what they're there dealing with. That's an equity matter.
100%.
That has to deal with securities, bonds, and admiralty maritime. It all has to do with commerce and money and trade and business, which I'm still trying to figure out how I'm involved in any of that.
The birth canal.
Yeah, I understand how it goes, but I've got the Supreme Court case that says that me and the all caps name are not the same, and then there's like 15 others that go on about it, showing how it's a moot point in court.
Right.
It's a moot point because it's already been settled at law. So then you don't need to use that one. What you need to do is use people defenses like due process violations.
The objective for me is to stay out of court entirely. Never only do anything through certified mail. Just stay out of the court system at all costs.
Well, all right. Have you read in the state statutes where the judges, the inferior court judges, are bankers?
Well, as far as each township is its own business with a Dun and Bradstreet number, so the judge is just an employee for the business.
Right. Well, he's their local banker. So it's actually written into most of the state's code, I think all of them, I want to say all 50, that the judges are bankers. And if you can't find it there, the Supreme Court has already ruled on this. Now, the question is where's the divide, right? Is it all judges, or is it just the inferior court judges that are neck deep in commerce? Is it the appellate? Is it the JP2? What about the state, the superior state courts, or any of the others? Are they all bankers? Because then we're always in equity if we go in, if they're all bankers. Makes everything different. It changes. Go in there. I don't need to call anybody a traitor when I go into an equity court. As long as I know it's equity. Oh man, cool. The creditor is here. Which one of you guys is the debtor?
Yeah.
I'm
So
gonna
that's
have
an interesting point. There's another guy, Andrew McDonald, who runs Freedom with Equity, and it's very similar thought process. Is you're asking the correct questions to compel an answer that can't be answered if they're going to impose on your God-given rights. So you peacefully can enter any court or any situation and ask a question to compel, and the answer can't be substantiated. So they just don't answer, and they let you off the hook for anything that's going on.
Well, but
Unless
that's
you're
the
hurting
thing, right?
somebody
This is the frame of mind that I'm trying to get people out of, though. They go, "Oh, well, you're getting away with driving without a license." It's like, no, I'm not.
You didn't need it in the first place.
If you read the city code, it's right there under public roadway. It says that the public roadways are open for common right for use of automobile, bicycle, truck, tractor, trailer, and all the above to the common man. Common man.
Without
That means
commerce.
a man without a business. So
the problem is always the admission on court.
well, yeah, you don't understand that
If you're using their straw man. Yeah, that's the problem. That's a major problem.
No. Throw that out. What you're missing is in American courts, right? Say I get a ticket, no driver's license, and I'm going to go to court and I'm going to fight it, right? They're under a presumption that I have a commercial business and I have a commercial contract and I have commercial obligations that I haven't lived up to.
Yeah,
all
based
those
on your
presumptions.
Yeah, based on the fiction strawman. Yeah.
Well, it's based on presumption of somebody else. It doesn't matter if I don't have an ID and a license or a birth certificate, any of that stuff, and I give them my name. It's still going to be based on the name. Is that name a straw man then?
The name is the fiction. The birth certificate creates the person. Yeah. The person
say I don't.
Of the name. That you have a name. Yeah, but it's registered as a person, as a specific naming of the person.
Okay. So say I don't have any of that stuff, right? No social security, no birth certificate, no nothing. I have what you call a God-given Christian name, right? Testicle stuff.
Mm-hmm.
When I give that to the officer, now what? When I go to court, they're not using a straw man. They're using a God-given name.
Yeah, but
So I'm saying, man, you got to slow down. Because we can get rid of that straw man argument in court real quick. The judge can do that too. He's trained to do this, right? And I have been trained with friends and family and people that I've met since I started studying law, and it's been fun. Some of it has been really fun.
So you haven't. Offering? Is that what you were implying earlier?
Of what? Uh-oh.
Support or courses or information.
Yeah. So we said you had a ministry, and I do love helping people that get themselves into bind. And if anybody needs, I guess, learning resources, I have tons of them to help people catch up. Because I won't hire an attorney to write a PMA while he's holding a bar card. If he won't set it down and cancel his account online in front of me, you're not writing my trust. You can get out of here. You're crazy. I'll start growing feathers before I let an attorney write a private trust for me. You're crazy.
Dude, I was in the same boat as you. Honestly, I was right there, and then I met my dude.
But if the bar association catches wind, bro, he's gonna lose his card. They're not allowed to make any trust. They're not allowed to make any private trust where the system is excluded. They're supposed to attach the system at the hilt. It all has to be government trust because he's a government employee at that point. He's a judicial officer. He can't offer you a private trust. That would be a conflict of interest with his duties.
He won't call himself an attorney.
Yeah. But that's why you just cancel your bar card for like 1 month or whatever, right? You cancel it, and then when you're done, you go get it again. That way it wasn't done while you had the card, and nobody can hold you to task and take your card away for doing it.
Yo, you're lucky I can't talk right now because I would love to partake in this conversation. But I just want to say one thing. You guys keep invoking ecclesiastical powers, right? Ecclesiastical law, while conflating Christian doctrine with Masonic doctrine, and then think you have a premise to stand on. That's mixed doctrine. You don't know how to differentiate between Masonic doctrine and the Torah, the Tanakh. You're conflating the two. And this is what all sovereign citizens do. And I know sovereign citizen is an oxymoron, but your premise is flawed. The idea that you're a sovereign and that there's no rulers above you, that's a false premise, dude.
It's not flawed. But you have to know the rules or how the system is play the cards on this monopoly field. Okay, they trick us all day long, beginning with the birth certificate, later with every so-called violence against the law it creates a bond, on court, and they use this bond to create more credits to make more money, but money is nothing else as theft. But that's not what the system is, but this you have to look deeper how this system is built on. Okay, everything starts with the straw man. Yeah, but they use our values. We are the owners. We the man, the woman. We are the owner of this world. Yeah, but the people they run the system. They claiming, oh, we are the owner of this world, and everybody else is a slave. Okay, and that's why they created a trust system. Yeah, built on persons, on strawman persons, and more and more and more and more. It's a huge mountain. Yeah, if you look deeper in all this matter, it has nothing to have. Yeah, it's not a part of belief or religion. Okay.
Oh well, motocross. If you ever want to talk this stuff, I'm all ears, just about all the time. And if somebody's dealing with the system and they're having problems, I got a couple of groups that love to help. I'm pretty sure some people are bored.
That's awesome.
Well, some people
trying to figure out how do I save you? What the heck?
added you. You'll just have to get on your computer or whatever and just accept. But we're friends on Discord now. But yeah, a lot of people on here, they'd rather go in circles about the globe instead of talk about things that are like applicable, right? Like physics and moving forward, or electricity and moving forward with that, society and moving forward with morals and dignity, right? It's just weird.
How come you're not? I take it you're a lawyer. I take it you're not a lawyer. I take it you studied law but don't want to pursue anything. What's that about?
Who's that too?
Cuddles, you, mate. You always talk about that you studied law. So I'm wondering, are you a lawyer? What?
Well, I mean, I don't really like using terms without good definitions for them. So I will say I'm none of the sort. I'm just a common man that really understands how to read.
Yeah, no appeals to authority in this Discord.
I originally started studying because I found inconsistencies in reality with what the Supreme Court had said, right? My friends and my family, oh, you have to have a license, you have to have a license, and then Chicago Motor Company versus this. The list goes on and on and on with case after case after case after case after case where common man doesn't have to have a license to go to the store. That's everybody that's engaged in commerce. And that's what started my whole path, was that my reality wasn't checking out when I was checking the rules of reality, right?